Okay, hello and welcome back everyone. So today I have this, which is my Logitech G Pro X, which is essentially what you call this thing, hot swap, uh, RGB. I can see RGB right here. Yeah? Then tankless, and it has a detachable wire. Nothing else essentially. This is nothing fancy. It is still a keyboard. So keyboards are keyboards, and they are essentially keyboards. Nothing different. So what I have here is this G Pro X. It's essentially physically the same as the G Pro, other than the fact that it has these top mounted RGB lights, which indicates this thing has cherry mount switches, and it does have cherry mount switches. It also has some cherry switches. So this thing is gonna be in either GX blue, GX brown, or GX red essentially, I think, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And it actually has this stuff on the box. Let me go take the box forward. So this is the box. It is gonna be like this essentially. G Pro. It even doesn't have the G Pro X logo. It only says G Pro, which I'm not sure why, but it is. So it's got this like, it only says G Pro X right over here, and not on the front, which is pretty odd, honestly. But yeah, so in the package you actually get a key holder, a huge like circle Logitech G logo thingy, which is blue, and which I'm never gonna use essentially, I think. And you also get this thing, a key holder and the cable, nothing else essentially. So, and the cable, I mean what you call it, and the what you call that thing? The, oh shit, nearly spilled my milk. What you call this thing? And the like instruction booklet and like the warranty card actually. So nothing else, nothing too fancy. For the GX Blue switches, I've already reviewed these things, and I actually do pretty much like these things quite a lot. And they sound like this, which is, let's unplug the thing first. Oh yeah, this is the what you call this thing? The cherry red switch. So this is a cherry red. Let me go show you. See, cherry red, and this is gonna be a GX Blue switch. So let's pull this guy out. See, GX Blue, cherry red linear. Now this keyboard actually has an issue with where it pings a lot. So a lot of these keys were pinging. The ones I remember are the, yeah, so this was pinging, this was pinging, this F12, F10 was pinging, N was pinging, C was pinging, and ESC was pinging. So what pinging is essentially when you release this thing and the spring is like ping, it's like ping, so ping, sounds like that, yeah. But I can't really show you because I actually loop these things with what I can only describe as sewing machine oil. So people say do not loop anything with like that kind of rubbish, but I say you can loop stuff as long as you don't loop it too much. So how I loop this switch is essentially I put only the oil on the bottom bit of the stem. As long as the vibrations are like dampened, you can, I mean it vibrates like this, and there's like this stem where it fits on, which is like this essentially. So when you don't have any oil, it vibrates like this. When you have some oil on the stem, I mean on the like stem hole where the stem goes in essentially, you can actually put that on the outside of the stem holder thingy, so it only contacts the spring, nothing else. So it does not feel any different in like tactility, sound. I mean it does reduce the ping, so it actually does affect the sound in a good way, but it does not make the switches different from one another. So you can listen to this, yeah. Listen to this. Sound exactly the same. So if you loop it in my way, the switches are gonna have no ping, but they're gonna be smooth. Actually smoother than original because the spring actually has dampening. So it's like in some shocks in the cars and motorbikes, they have like thick, like really coiled up shocks. I mean springs on the top, the coils on the top, and like more loosely packed coils on the bottom. So this thing actually compresses before this thing. So it compresses more like this essentially, and that's what's happening with the switches. So it actually gets a bit more smooth. Now, next thing about this thing is it actually has this game mode thingy on the thing. Unlike my G512, I think, which did not have this button. And the RGB. This thing you cannot use the normal settings, cause I mean if you wanna do this, so I like the lights off essentially. Although if the lights are off, you can like barely see the keys, but I don't really care about that. So wait, let's go plug this thing in before I actually turn this thing on, cause then you'll have like power. There you go, see? So this is how it looks like when it's on. This is at minimum brightness. So I like this, only the what you call these things, the characters to be bright, everything else to be dim. So that's how I like it. And honestly, this setup is pretty nice, other than the fact that this thing actually swivels a ton. Unless you close the feet up, which is like pretty much useless in the end. And I also like the keyboard to like, see this thing feels nice already. I'm not sure why it like spins so easily on this axis, but it might be something to do with the keyboard being bent or something like that, but it's actually straight, this thing, so it's not bent at all, which is pretty odd as I find, because it's only like sitting on this bottom middle pad right here. I think removing this middle pad would like let it not spin, so it actually rests on the two side pads, but I'm not sure about that. So yeah, then for a feel, it feels nice. It's plastic, but it's sturdy plastic, so it's not like shit plastic, or more like my Armageddon, which has this aluminum top plate, but it sounds like plastic because it's so hollow. So then, hot swapping. These switches are hot swappable, so you can like pull them out of the key puller, which I have right here, I think. Let me go show you. It's in this drawer of tools. It's right here, okay. So this is the key puller. So let me go demonstrate me pulling a switch out. So let's pull the out key out. Shit. Pulling them out is still preferably done by hand. Let's just take ESC out like this. Then to like take the switch out, all you do is just pull and grip the sides and pull it out like this. There you go. Now you can see the hot swap socket right there, yeah. And the switch has these unsoldered prongs. Let me go show you. There you go, nice. So then what you do to like put this thing back in is just press this thing like this, straight in. Do not bend them while you put them in, because then you'll bend the pins and you won't be able to put the thing in. So then let's put this thing back in and it's done, yeah. So let me go show you my typing sound, because all of the viewers do that and I'm not sure why, but let's just show you. So let's go to Google Chrome on my PC, and this has this typing tester thingy. So let's show you. Shit, why is it going down so much? Let's try and reverse by a bit, okay? Then let's watch how I type. So I think this is okay enough, you can actually see. Hopefully I don't bang my hand in the camera, because I can actually do that, because my elbow's right over here. Let's do this, I think that'll be better. Wait, let me go to get a sip. Let's go. 51 WPM at 254 CPM. So it is a bit slower than my Armageddon, to be honest. For some reason, I think that's due to like how smooth the keys are. I actually enjoy like pressing them one by one slowly, instead of like me like mashing them, because I don't really like the Armageddon at all. So let's see. Let's pull this thing up. There you go. Let's aim it down and turn the monitor off. So okay, there. So then this is the review essentially. Not sure if I have anything else to say. Yeah, pretty much that's it for the G Pro X. Nothing more to say. Yeah, thank you, and hopefully I can one day make like a what you call this thing, looping tutorial, or like how I loop in my own way. So essentially you can see like how I loop my switches in a way that reduces the ping but does not reduce the tactility. So yeah, thank you, hope you liked it. If you did, consider liking and subscribing. If you don't, then just do whatever you want. Thank you for watching and goodbye.